In this video, we're going to discuss Article 110.15, which covers highlight markings. This rule comes from the National Electrical Code, which is a set of standards for electrical installations in the United States. It focuses on a particular kind of electrical system called a 4-wire delta-connected system. This system is commonly used in certain types of commercial and industrial settings. The article specifically addresses how to mark a certain type of wire to keep everything safe and clear. In this system, 4 wires are used. Delta connection means that the system has 3 phases of power, each a different voltage, and these phases form a triangle shape. The 4th wire is a neutral wire that connects to the ground. One of the phases is connected to the ground at a midpoint of its winding. So what problem does this rule solve? In a delta system, one of the phase wires is a higher voltage than the others. The higher voltage wire, often called a high lag or wild lag, can be dangerous if not marked properly, especially since it's at a different voltage than the other wires in the system. The high lag is typically 208 volts to ground, whereas the other 2 phases are generally at 120 volts to ground. If someone accidentally connects equipment to wires to the wrong phase, it can cause equipment damage or even be dangerous. So how to identify the high lag wire? Article 110.15 says that the high lag wire must be marked clearly in a way that everyone knows it's the special high voltage one. The orange color is the standard for marking the high lag wire. The markings must be durable and permanent, so the color doesn't fade or wear off. The markings must be placed at every point where connections are made to the wire in the system, especially where people will be interacting with the system. So why was this rule created? This rule was made to prevent accidents. If someone knows that the wire is dangerous due to the orange marking, they are less likely to make dangerous mistakes, such as touching it or connecting it incorrectly. It was also made to ensure safety for electricians and anyone working or around the electrical system. Without this clear marking, the high lag could easily be mistaken for lower voltage wire, causing serious harm or damage. It was made to make it clear and obvious for anyone working with the electrical system, from engineers to maintenance workers, that the wire is the dangerous high lag wire. Now let's walk through an example to help us understand. Let's say you're an electrician working in a commercial building with a delta connected system. There are 3 phase wires, and one of them is the high lag, orange colored. Now imagine you are wiring some new equipment that will connect to these phase wires. If the high lag wire wasn't marked in orange, you can easily mix up the wires and end up connecting equipment to the high lag wire by mistake. Since the high lag is at a higher voltage, this could cause a surge that burns out equipment, or worse, it could cause an electric shock if somebody touches it thinking it's a regular 120 volt wire. But with orange color marking, it's immediately obvious which wire is dangerous. You'll know to avoid it and handle it with extra care, and anyone else working on the system, like maintenance workers or contractors, will also know which wire is to be cautious about. So in short, the high lag in a 4-wire delta connected electrical system is at a higher voltage than the other wires. Article 110.15 of the NEC requires that this high lag wire be marked orange or with other clear methods to make it obvious and prevent dangerous mistakes. This rule is there to keep people safe and ensure that equipment is wired correctly and safely.